Hey guys, what's going on? How are my fans doing? Who do we have here? Hello Mika Flosso, hello Grzegorz, hello everyone guys. I hope you're doing great, and Grace as well. Oni Pain says, love this guy, thank you. Hello Oni. How was your day today? How was your day? Mine was busy. Hope everything is alright. Today I had my first heavy deadlift competition preparation session with my coach. And it was really tough. It exhausted me more than I was expecting. Hello Grzegorz, a good Friday and really busy with the go. Well yeah, hope you will rest during the weekend. Seen better, had worse. And then it's in the middle, right? Who's that guy? Yeah, this is what we're gonna do today. So this week I already told you a couple times I did not have much time, right, to do stuff. But whenever I had time, when my kids were watching TV, I sculpt something. So the idea is, this is a plague troll, right? So we have a normal troll, a little bit hunched and annoyed looking, and from his back you can see the mushrooms growing out, and one special mushroom which will be his literal brains, that the sentient mushroom, with a giant spear and with a flag. So idea of this unit is that I want to have some heavy hitting units in my army, and these trolls will do very well. They will be on a 50mm basis as standard trolls in Age of Sigmar. And yeah, so we will kill two birds with one stone. So we have one, because I always love these knight looking models on the big beasts. I will show you what I did earlier. I'll show you what I did earlier. I need to find it. Yeah, so I reused some parts from this model. So this is also from Undead Mushroom Army I did recently. So I like this idea of giant beast getting ridden by a smaller unit, this parody of, almost like the parody of Knight. So this is what we're gonna do today. I fetched his, this rider, and I resculpted his face a bit. And this one is missing eyes because he was for an undead zombie army, but ours will have actually real eyes. And yeah, so we do something similar, but his rider is kind of smaller, and his mount, which is this big mean troll, is a bigger one. So today we will be doing just that. Hello Kid Bash, how are you? Hello Flesh Cow, hello Wig Viper. What are you sculpting in? Yeah, I was just explaining that. We're sculpting this troll. We will be finishing this, hopefully. And since this is the heavy hitting unit, so we will have more of them in the army. So we do more poses and different weapons. So, but let's first, what we need to do is to put some details on a few remaining parts. So I would say his head is pretty much detailed. Maybe a few adjustments. Oh, actually no, I need to resculpt the nose because I've used this troll face, no pun intended, in a different army, and I'd like to make it kind of unique. Now, first, very quickly, exercise is to give eyes to his rider, this mushroom, and I this idea of because trolls are really stupid and incapable of like doing wise decisions. However, since our Nurgle army is predominantly ruled by these sentient mushroom wizards, so his rider will have intelligence, and it's gonna be a brain of this whole unit. So as you can see, he's already pointing like forward with a flag and on a spear. And notice this tip of his spear is like this. I model it based on the Blackbearer swords. So I'd like this spear to be poisoned and plague spreading. So whenever he had a chance, I mean his rider, to take a swing on some enemy, he will actually poison him. And one of these, when we will paint them, will be like a giant standard bearer. So instead of the spear, he will have like a double-sided flag. And I will not do freehand because I cannot paint, like I cannot draw. But I will show you a trick in the future how to make an awesome like banners, just with like printing stuff, literally printing on a paper, like a paper printer, and like put it on a flag and make it like look real. Love this idea, bro. It reminds me of the Big and Little Guy movie Mad Max Thunderdome. Yeah, something like that. Master Blaster, he's kind of a little smarter, yeah. Some of those mushrooms angles are going to be annoying to print due to some angles. Well, we're gonna be doing like mushrooms, we're gonna be green, so all the like washing, or we will be washing them, so I would not be worried about that. This will not be colorful mushrooms with the dots. These will be like these gnarly looking plague mushrooms, which we did earlier, so oil washes will do just fine. Let me just play a bit of this face. Yeah, because I was looking for some reference pictures of how the infested creature would look like, and there is like a literal fungal infection in the real world. Something similar what the Last of Us did. So it's called the cordyceps, and one type of this mushroom is literally like can make ants go zombie. Like this is the real stuff. But you know, the bugs have really simple nervous system. In fact, they don't even have nerve like complex nerves. They have just this one central nerve branching in his like limbs. So it's easy for the mushroom to control it. He's literally like pulling the strings, and it's not doable. Well, good and lucky for us that it's not possible to control like the complex creatures such as we are. Because if that would be possible, we are fucked. This is, imagine like The Last of Us, this concept would be real, that you will like inhale some spores and the mushroom starts taking control of your nerves and you will sprout mushrooms on your back. That would be pretty terrifying. So I hope this will just stay in a fantasy because it's like, it's really terrifying. Always preface those statements with yeah. Oh no! Don't bring this plague to this world. This would be fucking terrifying if such thing would be possible. Well, I heard that some kind of it's not bacteria. What is a toxoplasma? Is toxoplasma bacteria? Let me Google it, because toxoplasmosa. Yeah, it's like the infection disease, so it's a bacteria, and there's this theory that once you get the toxoplasma, it affects your decision making and you are more like aggressive and bold. So I heard that people with like the toxoplasmosis infection are more reckless and prone to making like stupid decisions, and it's really hard to detect. So this is, I think, well, it's not fungal. I mean, it's just a bacteria, right? Or infection. This is a real thing. But so far lucky that no fungal infection in the real world, which will control your body. It's literally, that would be freaking terrifying. But we are living in a fantasy world right now, and we are creating a fantasy creature. So this troll here was not so fortunate, because Papa Nurgle bestowed his blessings upon him, and he is now sprouting mushrooms on his back, and 1 sentient mushrooms. I got this idea from one of the pieces I've done like way in the past. Let me just show you. So I've sculpted, like hand sculpted the mini or not, boulder now. So I hand sculpted like a fungal rogue idol. This is years ago. Let me just show you, right? So this was all hand sculpted. So, and as you can see, he had these 2 mushrooms on his back, which were literally like controlling his stupid decisions. So I'd like to reuse this idea. And this was, by the way, all hand sculpted. It's like I used some bark pieces, but rest of it was like all physically sculpted. And it was kind of big model. This is like the proper rogue idol base. So I think it was like 160 oval, if I'm not wrong. And the whole model was like this big. So I decided to do it in the digital world as well. So today, actually, like in the morning, I was changing the fab filter on a 3D printer. And let me tell you something. It was really stressful to do so. Like, I hate to do such things, because you watch the video of how to change it, right? They will show you like how easy it is. You just like unscrew like the 100 screws which are there. You just open it without a problem, put the fab filter in there, put a few screws, and then you're done, right? Wrong. Reality is way different. As I was like unscrewing it, and like screws came off, it came off bent. So I need to manually like narrow it, like to literally correct it by force, and then the first fab filter like wrinkled. And when you are changing the fab filter, you need to be really careful not to scratch it, because then you will like basically ruin the whole purpose of the changing. And I hate to do it. It was so stressful. So 3D printers are good once you don't have to do anything in there when it comes to like changing parts. But once it starts requiring some changes, the technology is still not like user friendly. Definitely not user friendly. Years ago, I had to change the display on my Anycubic Photon M3, because it came like I bought it and it came like from the factory. It came with a broken display. And going back and forth with their support, because first they were telling me it's like my fault, and they were giving me some like their suggestions what might be wrong, that I have like wrong leveling and then wrong resin and stuff like that. So like literally dozens of failed prints. But then they acknowledged my problem and like agreed with me that actually the display is broken. So they sent me a new one, and I had to change it by myself. Right, and it was literally like the most tedious and hardest thing which I had to do in my life when it comes to like operating the machines. it was terrible. It was terrible. So I had to like open the machine, then with my huge huge hands and fat fingers, I had to like go inside and unplug the display flat wire, then like replace it, and then put all the wires back where they belonged. And it was like not, of course, I did it wrong at the first time, so I have to like reassemble it again. Terrible stuff. So I would appreciate the technology to go that forward, that once I like bought a machine worth of like $1,000 to not have to change anything in it. Because you guys, have anyone tried this, like your printers? Do you have experience with changing stuff on your printers? Where are we? Hello, Haro. No joke, I was heading for smoke while watching this, and after the Porsche alarm went on, and I panicked for 1 second, and it's coming from my TV. What chair am I using? This is a chair I got from my previous work, so it's like the office chair. It's one from the more expensive ones. I have it for years, so this is kind of good chair. But I don't know the brand. Hello, Chickenator. Oh hey, Kidbit, how are you? Oh yeah, I hope everyone is great. So guys, back to what I was saying. So I hope that you will not have to change anything on your printer and open it, because it was insane. It was insane. Okay, so now I'm trying to like do like a proper shape of his nose, and I'll put a few wrinkles in there soon. One fat wrinkle over here, here, and maybe I will just lower his head, just to make like a fresh change, because all this face layout, I was using it from my previous trolls, and I like this one to be like different, so that's why I'm doing that. Anyway, go here and let's check the bumps. Bumps brush, and the wrinkles here, maybe here, and on my nose. Yeah, that's too much. Now I would love to make his skin like a troll skin. So for that I'm gonna use this. It's actually better to metal brush, but once you invert it, you are having a nice troll skin, which is great. It's a great trick. So we do a few of the like the softening, then go into orb brush and like roughen it up a bit, and also like make it like not that deep with his and maybe a bit bigger. That's true. This troll looks absolutely terrifying. Well, thank you. Hopefully it will bring me glory on the battlefield. And what about the eye? Eye is good, maybe a bit here, and also further like deepen these wrinkles in here. Maybe make him an opening on the eye. And also the one that's Nurgle Bell is thinking. Yeah, it's just for this Nurgle Bell is just for a reference, so we will like hang him somewhere. This is just a few pieces which I have like literally in the air, so I can grab them, multiply them, and use them later. So No worries, in the finished sculpt it won't be hanging in the air. Alright, so... sounds like nightmare for all the money costs, do you think? Well, yeah, it's... And the fab filters cost me 52 euros. It's just a fucking transparent piece of foil. And it costs 52 euro. So now it's like I'm printing something. Test printing if I did it correctly. But I read horror stories of the people who... Because if you check the Uniformation video... like this video guide of how to change the filter and it's like the video is 4 minutes, like on the video everything went smooth and stuff, and then open the comments and the first comment is like, well, this is not reflecting reality, the reality is way harder. Once you like open it, you have to like this double-sided tape, you need to like keep it there, and people were like typing there that this double-sided tape just went off and they could not like adhese it. So they need to buy their own. Then another guy just rolled it, he by accident, he didn't notice, but he punctuated. It's just a little pinhole in the fab filter. Then he had a resin leak, so it's like pretty nasty stuff. So fingers crossed it went well. But yeah, so they in the future, like everyone who is like producing 3D printers, they need to think of this, because it's definitely not user-friendly. It's definitely not user-friendly to do such things. Yeah, I literally like that whole thing. It was just changing a stupid foil on just stupid foil. It seemed so easy, and that took me hour and a half. And that gave me anxiety. Because I was like praying that it will go smooth, because like many things can go wrong while doing this. Or maybe I will leave it as it is and I will decorate it later if something came into my mind, like how to enhance this face. I wanted to do like the mushrooms going out of his brain, but then I changed my mind to leave his head like as it is. Alright, now we do the legs. So because these are low poly, so I will just join the two geosets in here. I will now enhance the polygon count on his feet. It does not have to be that detailed, and I need to like make it thicker so his legs are not that thin. Yeah, these legs, I'm reusing them from my other troll models. So basically I have two types of feet sculpted for trolls. One is with like two fat fingers with thick nails, and one with these three. So and for these leg trolls I decided to go with the 3 finger option. So yeah, and now we will do some we'll do some like the troll skin later. Alright, let's fetch ourselves a bump brush. So we made some wrinkles. This may be too thick, so just maybe a thicker one, something like this, just to make his feet like more more detailed, but not too much. I don't want to like draw much focus on his leg. So the main like point of interest on this model will be his head, weapon, and the rider on the top. So no attention seeking from the legs. Now I will hide this loincloth. We'll save it, and I will connect the. Oh no! Now make it no. Now I need to make the feet thicker. So this will be the first thing which we're gonna do. So just to somehow connect with the torso. Funny enough, the one thing I never had issues with was replacing a fab filter. But what kind of printer you have? That's the question. Because I was replacing fab on any Cubics and that was okay. But the GK2 is more complex because you have like 3 different sets of screws. And it has a metal frame, not plastic. No, I don't want, like, as I said, like, I want his head to be intact, so it has this, like, at least, like, a bit sense of sentience, so, because trolls are stupid, right, and they are capable of fast regeneration, so these mushrooms bothers him, but they are not life-threatening for him, and since he's, like, regenerating everything really fast, he's like parasite rider, and now all the mushrooms can dwell there without causing him much trouble. So yeah, where was it? Okay, now the skin on the thighs. So or metal. Yeah, here, and maybe a few here, and the outer and back of the thighs, and maybe a few here and here, and I will just join it together. Okay. Now do these bumps, but more of these striations. Yeah, this look really. No. Now let me fetch. I think this was the brush which I saw. Yeah. So this will be these stone like thingies which trolls have. I saw it on a few sculpts and I really like it, so it somehow sticked with the troll design, so I'm not intending to changing it. This looks like a coral. This reminds me like these coral barnacles, which are placed on the ships or made on the ships by the marine life. And I quite like it. So Danghold Strogots from Games Workshop have these. They were first ones who came up with this design. And I see it worked, so we can work with that. Oh yeah, this is what I like, so this is what I save. Now let's adjust the loincloth so we have so we can get rid of all of his lower body so we can focus on the top. See, this is the thing, that the model or the start of the stream will almost look like before finish, but it has so much things which we need to attend to, like so much details which we need to focus. And I'm not merging the geoset, so his limbs are loose. That means that is for the sole reason of we will be doing a different position. So this is gonna be a last thing which we're gonna do. This will be the last thing which we do. I need to make this loincloth thicker. I was thinking of making like these rope striations on this thing on his loincloth, and this is still in game. This idea is still in game. But to make ropes, it's tedious, and the effect is not the worth. Not all the time it's worth the effort. Because you need to manually, there's no brush to my knowledge to allow you to make a rope pattern, so you need to do it manually. So take a slash brush and do one after another, and that might take hours. So I probably like leave this as is just a piece of cloth. So we'll do the wrinkles there, and yeah, and maybe yeah, we will do some. He will have something like hanged on his belt. Some accessories, one maybe Nurgle bell, some skulls. I don't know. We'll figure something out for sure. So what is the chat saying? Just took a new fresh video, and yeah, the fabrics look like a nightmare to do. And look, yeah, this is just their official video, so everything went smooth. And notice that they were changing it on a new printer, but used fab filter is bent because this metal frame, once I disassemble it, so from all that print and loose filter, it was bent like this, and I was like, what the fuck is this? This is a metal. How come this can be bent? So I manually had to like put it back. I spent half an hour just like evening it out, and I got really scared that it's actually fucked, because then the new like whole resin tank. Let us check the price. Let me check the price. So this resin tank in here cost 59 euro, which is not that expensive. How come fucking fab filters cost 52 and whole tank with already installed filter cost 59? Had I knew this, I would rather buy this. Yeah, look. So yeah, that was my backup plan basically, to, if I fuck this up and the wireframe was too bent, I would order this one. But had I knew that it only costs like 7 euro more, I would rather buy that one. And to not waste so much nerves doing the replacement. And again, these are the type of machines where everything needs to be with geometrical precision, because every like bandage and every like scratch can affect your, not can, will affect your printing. So you have to be careful not to like scratch it, not to like leave any like sand or like little dust particles. Yeah, it was a nightmare. It was a nightmare. Hopefully I have peace for another year at least, till I have to change something. That drives me nuts, really. My hands are not made for like doing such. irony, right? If I paint like 20 or sculpt 28mm sculptures, but it's different. But it's different. But listen, my hands are big. I cannot like stick them inside the machine and change the little things. Like when I was changing the display on my Anycubic all those years ago, I literally almost cried out of rage that, because on the video, right, Anycubic has the video like you disassemble the print, you have to like turn it off, put it off, and like stick your hand inside and unscrew the wires and everything, and I like stick my finger in there and it just didn't go because I have a huge hand. It's the same thing is when I had to change lights on my car. So my head is too big. I cannot just like, it won't fit in there. So fingers crossed in a like near future, everything, every issue will be fixed. So because yeah, 3D printing is hard in this. It's difficult. That you need to like tend, literally like take care of your machine and change your parts. So I'm thinking that in the distant future, in the close future, they will treat it as, for example, phone. So phone is a delicate piece of technology, right? It has also a lot of little like screws and particles, but they made it that you as a user really don't have to like go inside the phone, if you know what I mean. So I literally am expecting the same approach with 3D printers, hopefully soon. So if I buy a machine for $1,000, I want it to operate properly without me having to like go inside it, right? You know what I mean. So be it like 2 years or like 3, 4, 5 years, then it starts to like break. Okay, that's reasonable. But after 1 year, come on. And it's still a good score. Don't get me wrong. Like still I think that the Uniformation, the GK2 is the best printer out there. And now many guys here on stream were asking like what is the good cheap printer. So all these problems which I'm like describing to you right now, which I'm having with the expensive printer, is amplified by 10 with a cheap printer. And mark my words, that's true. I know it from the first hand. Guys, I'm telling you, I had Photon M3. Alright, enough ranting. Lower tension on the framing, so my guess is bent because of the tension from over tension to video fan. Yes, so I think it was because it was printing for a whole year, and yeah, the fab was like stretching so hard, and then it get loose, so it starts to get loose. I don't know the better word for it, and then it bend the frame, or I don't know what's yeah, but change it. Hopefully it will not bug me for another year at least. Now let's make his loincloth look like that it's sewn from different parts. So, but still, you know, think of it like this. This is a troll is a big creature, right? So they wouldn't tailor him loincloth whole, right? So he would need to have it like sewed from couple other rags, so that's why we're doing this. Okay, so I'm pretty happy with this. Now what we gonna do? What we gonna do now? Damn your manly hands, yeah, they are blessing and a curse. Blessing for the lifting, curse for doing delicate work. Wishing you success, man. Well, thank you, brother. I don't like the head. The long nose is ugly. So we need to do something. Let me just quickly check my backup. And we will change it. Now, the next step will be to make him... Oh, look. Oh no. The old one is... Okay, I know what is bugging me. Back to the head. Let's delete this eye. Because on the other side I like how the eye was developed. So he has like this lower eyelid, almost like an angry looking, and here he does not have it. So let's fix that. This is like literal OCD, right in front of your eyes, guys. So until I'm innerly satisfied with his face, because face on every model is the most important thing. This is like the trick of what makes a good sculpture different from the bad one, is the main points of interest of when it comes to like looking at it. And face is the number one, no matter what you're doing. Like even if it's like the ugly creature, take the leech which you sculpted last time. First thing which you're gonna look is his face, even though it has like only just this gaping mouth. This is the first thing which your eye will pick, and this is our genetic trait, like acquired through the millions of years of evolution. It's kind of funny how observant are our eyes when it comes to like checking the faces, both of the humans or like anything in existence. Like, take this experiment that you can literally see a person standing like 50 meters from you or 30 meters from you. Your eyes will detect the way the way where he's looking. So you instantly recognize if the person is looking at you, or not just the person, any other creature. So, and the same rules applies for making sculptures. So face needs to be like the most important thing. Because I can get away with ugly feet and even low poly feet. Nobody cares. Nobody will notice. And if anybody will notice, he will not care, because feet are not important. But do the ugly face. I'm not thinking like trolls are ugly, obviously. I'm not talking like ugly. I'm thinking like ugly sculpted. So with basically with something wrong. You need to sell your sculpture to your audience. And to yourself, which is most important, because your brain, at least this is how my brain works, he will negate me until I'm satisfied. It's a blessing and a curse in disguise. Sometimes literally I'm like not satisfied with the sculpt for days to weeks. I'm just going back and forth, and like my brain will not tell me what is wrong, why I don't like this how it looks like. It will not tell me. I need to figure it by myself. So I am doing these trial and errors. So yeah. This is important, as I say. So the phrase is siege of expression. Well said, well said. Looking good, but no, this side looks perfect. I really love it, but this one not. And for some stupid reason I could not figure why I don't like it. Why am I not liking it? Maybe it's not symmetry what is bugging me, it's something else. Okay, let's do another try of the eye. Maybe the brushes won't be enough and I will need to do it manually, which is also the option. It's not a big deal. It's not a biggie. No, you know what I will do. I know what I will do. I know what I will do. Which one was it? I need to... this one? Oh, this is nice. Okay. I think we figured out. No. Yes. No. Yes. No. 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 Back to drawing board. This one. No, this is just a basic one. This one. What is drooping eye made? I need to Google it. My English is not advanced. Is it safe? Ah. Oh yeah. So this is what you mean, right? Or one of these had this hollow. Okay, oh, this maybe this one. Such a stupid thing to be stuck upon. Now, you know what I will do? You know what I will do? I will do this. Voila, buddy. You just lost your eye. Too bad. Yeah. He will have gouged eye. So hollow eye socket. And this will be for the best, I guess. Poor troll. I'll fix his eyebrow. Yeah. No, still something is off. Why is it off? Why is it so weird? Or maybe let's do the manual thing. Yes. Okay, this is better. Maybe more up. Yeah, so it's something what Kidbash said, that he's drooping. What was the word? Yeah, without the bottom eyelid, so it looks like sickly. Yes, this is what I like. Okay, save it and yeah, let's do the armor. So now we're gonna do these wristbands. Is that right word? Wristband. Then we're gonna do shoulder blade, and I'm gonna show you how to do it. Oh, wrong again. So do it 300 of the polygons in here. Now let's check. Oh shit, I need to go into edit mode. Make it smaller, something like this, alright? Okay. Make it bigger. Now go into OCD, make damage. Apply. Go into sculpting. Orb brushes. Toggle the. As it was strong, yeah. Yeah, it's better to figure out than later struggle through. It's so weird because, as I said, like your brain will not tell you why he don't like it. It will just nag at you subconsciously that you have to do something about it, and you have no idea what. I think same thing are having people who paint, or like basically every artist. So you are just literally staring at your creation and wondering like what is wrong, or what should you do to make it right. So, and you, for a long time, you don't know what is wrong, and you want to know, but you don't. And suddenly, out of the blue, in the middle of the night, the idea struck. And you are so happy that you need to write it down in the middle of the night. This happens to me a lot of times. Or the idea comes like in the most unexpected moment, like during the heavy workouts or during the run. And those are the moments which you really cherish, because you can now move forward, right? So let's now fit it into right space. So make it a bit tighter around his wrist and more battered. So, but again, it's a troll, right? So he don't necessarily take care of his possessions. So this armband would be kind of rough on him. Okay, more or less, I think this is nice. Now make some spikes. Oh yeah, spike. Let's try this one, how it will look like. Okay, this is contender number 1. Now let's try the one without the foundation. Yeah, this one will be better. Yeah, that looked too complex for a troll. And we need to nerglify it, don't forget about that. So we need to make it more sickly, so this metal will need to create this illusion that it's literally like rotting. Not only corroding, but withering away. Like, no, it's too big. Oh, that's what she said. Like, take bile trolls from Total War 3 as a reference. I think it's actually a unit, and it's not just a mod. Alright, I take this, and now let's do some damage. Some metal damage, so it's properly battered. Where are we? Sorry. I woke up in the middle of the night to draw something, and I had a dream when I'm back to back. Well, the next day I made it. It was Dharma. See, this is awesome, right? And you felt pretty happy about it. It's this joys of being an artist, that the ideas are coming out of the blue, and you cannot force them. So this is also one of the, depends on the angle which you look at it. Some people like it, some don't. That you cannot force your ideas. You just can't sit down and now like say that right now I will think of something creative. No. It does not work like that. And never will. Maybe for some people, but definitely not for me. So this is a thing when I try to also explain to my wife that I just, because when we are like arranging plans who will attend to kids at which day, you know, during the holidays or during the normal days, so she always like suggests me, like I told her, like for example, I tend to do the most I will call it heavy work in the early parts of the day. So when it comes to like cutting foam or doing like working on the big projects, I like to do it in the morning. And she always like suggests when we are like trying to make plans that hey you could do it in the evening or in the afternoon, and I try to explain to her that no, it's not a manual work which you can like sit and force yourself to do when you are especially starting a new project, and when you are sitting behind a foam cutter and trying to like come with the idea. Your brain needs to be fresh, so you cannot dictate when you will do. So you need to follow your most optimal circumstances when your brain is capable of doing that, and in my case is early day in the morning, early time in the morning. So like non-artistic people would not understand. Yeah. Come on, why is this not matching here? You know, fuck this, and we'll do something else. So he can have one wristband on one hand. Now let's do the armor plate. Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna do 2 armor plates, one longer and one shorter. So for that, we need to fetch ourselves a cylinder. Okay, 300 sides is more than enough. Hello, Gaterox. I mean, she doesn't care anymore, obviously, I said, but this can spend money on models and not getting out. Yeah, that's true. Like, if I haven't had a wife and I need to, like, go and date another woman or different woman, I probably would not do it. It's like, I would not be interested. For me, it's time wasted. Like to invest my time to, like, meet. You know how it is. So for me, it's rather no. As you said, I'd rather sit behind my desk and work on something. So I'm glad I have my wife, so I don't have to do this anymore, like to not meet. Because thing is, like, when I get older, I have like a zero wish to meet new people outside of my hobbies. So basically, I like people who obviously are in this hobby, so artists, and I like people who are invested into sports and gym. But the rest, not that much. I mean, I will talk with if I have to. I'm not like arrogant or anything with other people, but I do suffer inside if I have to like meet someone new. And you know the drill, guys. You know the drill. So for example, when my neighbors, like, we met in the elevator and this stupid small talk, this is like exhausting me to an like fundamental level. Alright, now I'm like gonna do this thing called confronting object. Oh, I forgot that it won't work now. What I need to do now is to subdivide it. Simple 1, 2, 3, 4, at least 4 times, so we can bend properly on this. Yeah, this is what we do. What we need to do. So we're basically wrapping the object around the cylinder, so we create this bent piece of armor. But okay. I will duplicate it. I'll duplicate it and maybe make it taller and a bit smaller, so the wrappage is more. It's more. It's more. So, by the way, this is paid add-on for Blender and it's awesome. I highly do recommend it. It's called Conform the Object. Alright, so we have ourselves a basic shape of an armor plate, which we now gonna decorate and make it look like an armor. First, I'm gonna use my OCD add-on. Funny name, but OCD in this terminology stands for one-click damage. Awesome paid add-on which you can get in Blender. It costs like 15 euro. That's good to have it because it's making you bricks by one click, literally. You see me use this all the time. You know that I love it. And this will be also included like in my Blender tutorial for the beginners, which I'll be working on from the next week. And I will try to find the links so you can check it and consider buying them. And I'm not affiliate with any of them, nor am I sponsored by them. However, I use them myself and I think they are amazing and worth of your money. Alright, this is gonna be bent like here. Let us wrap it around his wrist and elbow, and then we're gonna decorate it with spikes and other shenanigans. Hello, Honigan. Even if he's just disappointing me every time because he turns dumb stuff into arguments. Yeah, like, you really don't need these kind of people in your life. Okay. Let me see if this is too bent. Is it too bent? Not really. Maybe I can put it more here or here. Or make it smaller? Yeah, no, this is a rocket science. To wrap it properly around his wrists. Or make it shorter. Shorter and smaller. Okay, this is also not bad. Something's weird. Let's check some reference. Draw. Back to drawing board. Oh, these are also models. I saw them. So It's very talented sculptor, whoever did them. They fit. This is for Sharkus. This is my body. So I know a lot of these models, but this is very nice. This is a very nice model, and he does not have armor plates. I notice his wristband have like these, almost like a bent, these two outer rings. That was something which I should have done. Shoot. Yeah, let me see what I can do. What is this? That's nice. That's nice. I really love the design here. Ah, I know this. This is from, yeah, it's from Reckham. It's from Paul Bonner. Awesome, my favorite artist. He was also Warhammer illustrator, by the way. I'm sure you already know it. So, okay, this is like the standard pauldron model with spikes, but I think it's also doable. What is this? This is also nice. How about you? Okay, this is like the round pauldron. This is Lavro. It's his face of a Lavro. Really. The resemblance is striking. Oh, these are the Moria trolls. The Mordor ones, not Moria, sorry. And I love this spiked armor, but it's so difficult to sculpt. It's so difficult. I would love to know some shortcut to it. So no, we won't find anything. No, fuck it. Let's do it our way. So we have this one. And this is somehow not like going over. Let's check how this looks like on his shoulder, just out of curiosity. Again, we don't need to check for reference because we can literally create our own thing, because it's a fantasy, and we may be the first one to come up with this design / idea. So how about like a basic shoulder pad on his shoulder, and now like do the rusty spikes. This mushroom is obscuring, so hide him. Yeah, you be gone for now. How about... And I don't want this one to be muscular, so we are going for the more classic style of trolls, so more thinner. Okay, this on his shoulder it looks better, I think. I like it more. So let's see. Let's do the spikes. Ah, fucking blender. So again, I need to do this stupid trick of hiding this. I'll first save it. Hiding this, and select everything, then delete it, then deselect it, then export it, because recalculating normals won't work. So we are exporting this pauldron, then bring back everything which we hit. Alright, and then delete it, and now import our exported one. Now what the hell is he doing, you may ask? And this is the stupid utility of the Blender, that once you like squash the object, like to change the size of only one dimension, it will screw up all the polygons. So what you have to do is either recalculate the normals, but it won't work for some reason, so it's probably a bug of the tool which they need to work on, or now export it as STL and import it as the new one. So now I'd like to do these bolts just for the thrill of it. See you guys here. Goodbye, brother, have a good one. So I will do 2 rows of the bolts, and then we're gonna do the spikes. Then I will do some... oh shit, that was too big. It's too uneven. We need to do at least a slight resemblance of the symmetry. Alright, let's do the spikes. Now, let's try how this will look like. So let's select the front faces only. So 1, 2, again, it needs to be in the middle. Wrong. No, that's a good one. That's a good one. And that's yeah. Okay, this may be working. Now let's copy it and put it on his wrist. Huh. Remember I was saying that we will do 3 variants today of this roll? Yeah, we will not finish even one. Oh no, the symmetry is off. Fucking hell. So again, back to spikes. I don't know what I will do. I will do 1 big spike in the middle. This is better. This is better, and now we're gonna damage it. I will damage it furthermore. So the metal will be battered. Well, as a bum clench when he deleted it when it came back. Yeah. The symmetry is like the topic on itself in like Blender. I would love to learn how to do it more efficiently. So let's do these Nurgle holes of this rotten metal. Yeah, this is good, save it. And this hand may be without it. Now the head is still bugging me. I like it for a few minutes and now I don't like it anymore. No, this side of the face is beautiful. This one is not. Why? Why? Stupid bastard. I'll deal with you later. Let's go and decorate the arms. So, creature brush it is. This brush it is. Why is it so low polygon wise? Okay. But what I'm looking forward to is when we're gonna paint it. This will be enjoyable. So, make the arms more smooth. So, erase these details in here. And work on that. And also on the other arm as well. Also the inside of the arm and the back. That's cool. And now, no. Make it thicker from the bottom side. So the shoulder is also visible from the bottom, like thicker from the bottom, that's the right word. So like this and this is cool. Now let's do the orb brush again. Alright, so arms are clear. Now go here, select this battered metal. Alright, so do troll skin shoulders and maybe on his forearm. Here too, and now finally creature brush. Let's do a family of these barnacles in here. Also on his bicep. Somewhere I have like the brush which are doing this cluster of the barnacles, but I rather do it manually. So we'll break the monotony of it. Maybe one big here, and maybe few of them here, also on the inner side of the other arm, like this. Now let's switch to bumps. Yes, and do a few wrinkles. Yeah, that's better. Alright, let's switch to body. Let's select this body. And do the barnacles on his skin. Forgot about the nipples. His nippies, or how to. No. So his stomach will be like damaged and scarred, which is as it's cool as it is. Now we're gonna do the barnacles. So maybe one on his side. Here definitely we can do 3, 4 and more big ones. Also here, boom, boom, here. I'm looking forward to read in a few minutes when we end the stream. Right now I'm, like, as I mentioned, I'm reading Dragon Slayer again. And they left Karak Kadrin where I stopped, so now it's leading to this literal best passage of the book. Save it. Trypophobia, anyone? Well, I hope this is not triggering your trypophobia, because we are not making holes, we're making barnacles, and barnacles I think should not trigger it. Like, am I right? Is it too triggering? Because for a change, it was not supposed to be nasty. It's like the literal barnacles growing on his skin. But Chikirator, do you really have trypophobia? Trypophobia, or how do you pronounce it? Recently I delved into... I don't know why my algorithm on Instagram now starts to recommend me like free climbing guys. So I'm getting like people who are solo free climbing really steep, huge cliffs, and that is too triggering for me. Like, it's so anxiety inducing. No, I don't have it, but it came to my mind while looking. Well, like, no joke, one guy some time ago like pointed this out when I posted one of my sculptures in the group, that it's really like a triggering for him. But that sculpture was like really like had a lot of these holes, so it was understandable. So I understand that it's like the phobia of objects with holes. Like, that's the definition of it. Let's Google it. Trypophobia is an aversion of repulsion of objects like honeycombs and sponges that have repetitive patterns or clusters of small holes. People with trypophobia are disgusted by the pattern of holes. Nice. Okay, save it. Well, I just wanted to delete these two, and I need to delete this mushroom on the back. Now let's do some barnacles holes on a rider as well, because I kind of like the pattern here. It's a good point of focus on the miniature, so it will be nicely, like, nice object for painting. If you know what I mean. I cannot properly explain it. So let me just do a quick like check. So we can maybe what I need to do now is like save this as OBG as a template for the future, for two different poses. And from that, I will load this file, do a different pose on this troll, and then save it and like merge the geosets together. Let's find a nice place for this bell. How about one hanging from his neck? So it'll be like a cow. Because that's a nice, like a signature for Nurgle. Maybe one in here. Yeah. This is a good place. So on his loincloth. That's nice. And one here. I would place one here in the back to fill this gap. The way it's coming together, man, so cool. I've seen your wizardry work. Well, thank you. More I'm looking forward for painting him. Hopefully, printer will speed out perfect sculpts, so the issue is fixed. Maybe a bit smaller, because this is the magic of it, that we don't need to. It can be different sizes. Why not? So we have the belt, we have this. Now let's save it. Both of these eyes can be deleted. Again, save it. Now, just for... I need to hide them, and let me fetch this older template. I just want to see and compare the head. Okay, so this is my backup. I think I like this head more. So what I will do right now, I'll delete everything. Join this together, and now make everything visible. Now hide this, and I need to get rid of my OCD by loading the older head. And now we have now we have the older save head, or how to call it. And these eyes I like more. Yes, I think this is more pleasant to look at. So, sorry, older troll, I needed to chop your head off, because I like this one more. And maybe just to save this. Make the small eyelid like the bottom one. Yeah, I like this more. Yeah, okay, I'm satisfied. I am happy. Okay, let's do some face. This one. Adjustments and break the break his lips and eyelids, eyebrows, that's the right word, and maybe do some here, do something here, maybe on his ear. Yeah, because I like this head more. What do you think, guys? Yeah. Let's go with this one. Even though I used it in the older design, like this flat hanging nose. But my brain is telling me that I'm satisfied. So now what I'll do, we're going to layout and export this as our troll template. And from this, we're gonna make a different variations of the model. At least three of them. Chicken to yep, looks better. Oh, yeah, thank you. I think the same. Now, no. Let's decorate the head with more details. We'll see what we come with. So, these barnacles, I'm quite obsessed with them. So we'll gift him with more of these, even on the head. And maybe here on the nose as well. Alright, let's do it. Creature. Few on his nose here. 2, 3 here. 3 here. Few here now on his chin. Okay. Yeah. That's our mushroom infested boy. Yes. All right. Yeah, at least do one. At least do one so we can close the stream in peace. So we'll do one of these infested trolls as a finished sculpt. So that means that I will merge the geosets. Let's hope Blender will not crash. Or at least not all of them. So we'll start by merging both of his hands. And to the torso, and we can like close the gaps. 1, 2, 3, come on. Okay, it worked. That's cool. It worked without the lag. Now let's merge his fist with the torso. This is gonna be interesting. I see 2, 3, 4. Oh, it worked. Cool. That's cool. I did not expect it to work so smooth and well. So Blender can pleasantly surprise you from time to time. So we merge these seams in here and here. All right. Because the polygons on the hand are low, so we need to correct that. And we do the rough skin here, and back to our trypophobia brush. So he has these pores on his fist too. And okay, that worked. Now let's merge the shoulder. So the seam is closed. Now that's cool. Now let's go into orb brush. Okay, that's fine. Make a few of these barnacles in here. Boop, 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 boop. Good. This hand needs to be corrected too, so I need to trigger the dynamic topology for this one, so it's properly merged. Now that's what I'm talking about. I'm going to orb brush, join the texture in here and here. Ah, this is a big seam. Cool. Now turn this off. Go into now again back into barnacle. Back into barnacle. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3. Oh, good. That's cool. No, it was bad. All right. So we have this. This is joint. Okay, few barnacles on this hand. It's cool. Oh, this is clean. This is clean. This is clean. Nobody will look under his skirt, so we don't need to care about that. Now let's fix our. His arm is wrong. So once I join it, let's see what this will do. Well, now it worked. But yeah, this is the same issue as we have with the Great Horned Rat, so I'd rather fix it now. So again, save our progress, select this one, select everything, delete it. Now export this arm as arm. Alright, now let's fetch everything back. Come on, cool. Alright, delete the arm. Now import the arm. Now it will be grayed out. Okay, that means that the topology is wrong. Oh, sorry, the normals are wrong. Now let's select it, recalculate it, and let's check the object mode, and now it's cool. Alright, we fixed it. So this was again because I used this arm in a mirrored mode, and it literally just break like Blender, and once I would like to print it, it will not be possible. Again, this is the fault of the tool, which you need to take into consideration every time you are mirroring the objects. So all the topology needs to be recalculated. Now the flag can stay as it is because I like it flat. That means that I'll do some blending in there. It's too small to print something and like use it as a banner, but I can like, yeah, just leave it as this. Alright. I think we are good now. So let's do the grand reveal. First export it. Let's say it like troll infested one. Let's save it. Okay, saved. Close it. And now let's do the grand reveal. Cool. So this one is ready to be printed. It will not be printed hollow, so no need to merge everything. Maybe tomorrow off stream I will merge the mushrooms as well. But yeah, so far we got this. And it's looking cool. So I'm looking forward to paint it already. So 50mm base for this guy. I'd like him to be like this base needs to be full of it. So this one is bigger. Yeah. No tutorial. Do you know any good tutorials for Blender? I want to modelize tigers from all starts and I give, but Blender suck my so just looking at it. Well, sadly I don't know any like good tutorials. Whenever I wanted to learn something, I have to like literally fish for the ones, and like, yeah, it sucks. It sucks because not many people are doing tutorials for the miniature printing afterwards, but I will do it. Many people are asking for it, so I will deliver. Next week I'm starting. So we do the series on YouTube on top of like other videos which are coming out. Keep saying, amazing work, bro. It's always pleasure seeing the things you do. Well, thank you, brother. I'm glad you like it. I'm glad you like it. And I can tell you this will look awesome once it's gonna be printed and look good on the tabletop. It has it's just nice. It's just nice. It's dynamic. And yeah. Yeah, hopefully if the print is fixed and tomorrow I will see that the print was successful, I will print this. I'll do a few more versions of it and yeah. Yeah. In the tutorial which I will do for the Blender, I'll also show you where and how to install some brushes for free. Which will greatly improve your sculpting. One of the free brushes is the orb brush, which I do for the skin, which I just turn on the dynamic topology. Is my most frequent used brush. Is like this crackled, almost like stone looking texture, which I'm using for everything as a multiplier of polygons, so it's like breaking the smooth surface of the sculpt. So this is actually a free brush, and I will link you the page where you can get it along with the troll skin one and the battered metal, and I will show you how to install it in Blender. So with this few brushes for free, you can greatly like expand your skills in Blender. So before I start buying and making my own brushes, I had just these free brushes and I sculpted many models just with them. So for example, before I go, I want to show you some of the brushes. Sneeze saying nice work. Oh, thank you. Yeah. So where is Colossal Cave Beast, for example? This one. Yeah. So look at this. This is what I call the Colossal Chomper. So it's the kind of the like squeak which is like used for breaking the structures. So everything what you see here was done with just the base brushes. So with these free brushes. So none of the other ones which I was using was used. This was all done with the free brushes. So this is possible in Blender for free. Like, no money was invested in this. So I'm gonna teach you how to do it. Yeah, this was enjoyable. This was enjoyable to sculpting and painting. It was a big one. It's like this big. Calls a squeak chomper, and also these little squeaks. Notice this little small one is the very same model, but sculpted in the like a tiny scale. So yeah. Alright guys, so once again, thank you very much for being here. It was a pleasure as usual, and we continue on Monday, so have a good one, have a nice weekend, and again, thank you, enjoy, bye.